Everybody, it's Claudia. So as you can see by the title below, I'm going to be showing you how I edit my Instagram photos today, and this has been a pretty highly requested video from you guys. And as I said in my last video, which was what is on my iPhone 6s Plus, I was going to be doing a whole specific video on how I edit my Instagram photos because I felt that it deserved its own video, and so I didn't go over any of the apps that I used to edit my Instagram photos in the last video, so I'm going to go over them in this video. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can. It's at Claudia with 2 A's at the end underscore. And if you want to go check out my page before looking at this video to see if you like my Instagram feed, I mean, I like my Instagram feed, so... To be honest, I think I take Instagram like the most serious out of all the social medias besides YouTube. I'm very obsessed with Instagram and I really like my feed looking a certain way. But I do follow a theme, whether or not people notice it, I don't know. But basically every photo, I don't even know how to explain it, but every other photo is a white based photo, and then every other photo between that is like a colored based photo. So basically my feed goes white, colored, white, colored, white, colored, if that makes sense. And if you'd like to see how I edit my Instagram photos and what apps I use to edit my Instagram photos, then just keep watching. So this is my Instagram page. Like I said, if you want to follow me, it is at Claudia underscore with 2 A's, but this basically is what my feed looks like. So as I was saying in the intro, right now we've got a white photo, so white primary photo, white photo, color, white color, etc., all the way down. And I'm going to show you how I edit these photos to make them look the way that they do. So I'm going to run through all the editing apps that I have, and then I'm going to show you live how I actually edit an Instagram photo. So the first app I have is Afterlight, Facetune, Snapseed, Over, ViscoCam, Video Shop, which is actually how I make all of my little 15-second covers on Instagram into squares as opposed to as they are on YouTube. I have the Repost app, the A Beautiful Mess app, Aviary, PicStitch, Frame Magic, Camera Plus, PicArt, Cool Symbols, which sometimes I use for my captions, not very often anymore. But basically I've just saved a web page that has like stars and hearts and cute little things that aren't emojis. And then I've got a Splice app, which was another one I was trying to use for making my videos on Instagram square, and then I have Square Ready as well. So I'm going to show you how I edit my Instagram photos. So I start with the Afterlight app and I tap the little pick a photo, and I like to go, so you guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek, but I go into my favorites, and every time I have a photo that I really like and that is Instagram worthy, I favorite it so I know exactly which one I'm wanting to use. But I'm going to edit this iPhone photo because that seems appropriate. So as you can see right now, it's kind of bland, it's kind of not very pretty looking, it's not very bright, so I'm going to use this photo and we're going to make it look better. So because this photo isn't the orientation that I wanted, I go into the orientation and I press the little circle button so I make it the way that I want it to show up on Instagram. Then I go into this 3-line, and the first thing I do is saturate it, because if you brighten it first and then saturate it after, you lose a lot of the color, so you can't really resaturate it. So I start with saturation first. LOL at Instagram coming up over there. And I saturate it to where I feel that I think it's a cute color. So we're at 77 right now. It changes depending on the photo. And then I go and do a little bit of contrast. So we're gonna go with 30, and then I brighten it. And as you can see, you lose a lot of that color. So we're gonna go to 61. So even just by doing that, this is the original photo and this is the photo now. I mean, this could totally even be an Instagrammable worthy photo. We're gonna go a little bit further. So you press done, save it to camera roll, cool. The next app I go into is Facetune, and this one is really great for making my white photos white. This is primarily what I use this app for. You input your photo, you press the whitening tool, and then basically it's like kindergarten and you just start coloring. But basically the gist of it is you whiten all the parts that you want to whiten. You can already see that it's a little bit whiter. You press done if you're happy with the whiteness of it, and then I like to bring out the details, especially when it's like iPhone 6 Plus or in the middle of the flower, the Apple symbol. And sometimes I'll defocus or blur out flowers in the background of photos, or like blur out the little fish thing. You can blur out the whole thing to make it just really focused on the iPhone. Patch is a really great one if you've taken a photo and you like have something on the table or you want to change the color of it. It'll take it from somewhere else and you can fix that little black dot that's on your table or whatever. So this is a really great app for that, and this was the original, and So as you can see, it's just a little bit whiter. It doesn't make a huge difference, but in the long run, it does make a difference. So you go, you save it to your camera roll, and then I go into Snapseed, which is a photo editing app. So Snapseed is a photo editing app that I really enjoy because you can kind of pinpoint and be very specific with what you want to do with this photo and where you want to do it. So I normally, again, start with the brush app, and then I go into saturation and I bring it down to 5. I'm not sure why this photo is so small. I took this on my mom's camera, and she has the iPhone 6. Because I have the 6S Plus, I think that it's screwing with the resolution or something, or it's not as good of a resolution, but normally the photo should be about this big. And I'm gonna just add some saturation back into the pink again over here and on the flower, just to kind of bring those details out. And then I like to brighten the white spots. So you brighten and you can, like I said, directly put the brightness where you want it. So that's the original and that's our new edited. So as you can see, it's whiter, it's brighter, it's more saturated, and then you just save. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like to add a watermark to all of my photos because I'm pretty obsessed with my logo. I just have to throw that out there. So Over is a great app for that. It shows you all of your kind of recent photos, and that's awesome because when you save with these apps, they end up saving as the most recent photo. So you select the photo you want, and I do a PNG form because my watermark is in that, and it also gives me other options of pictures. I'm not sure why, and it chooses really random photos, but I have my logo in black and white, which is great for different photos, and then I decide where I want it. And this one is actually a really nice app too because it's super responsive to your touch. So I just place it wherever I feel I like the watermark on the photo, then save it like always. And then the last thing I do before it goes on to Instagram is it has to fit into the feed. So I go into ViscoCam. I don't do any more editing in ViscoCam, but as you can see, I have posted all the photos before they go onto Instagram to make sure they work in the feed. So I could post this tonight when I'm filming this, but I'm not going to. So as you can see, then it puts it into the little square, perfectly 3x3. You can see what's happening. You can plan ahead with ViscoCam, and I think it's a really, really great app. So, and then obviously it goes up onto Instagram. So those are the apps I use to edit my Instagram photos. So that is how I edit my Instagram photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know. Also, while you're down there, you might as well just press the subscribe button. It will alert you to whenever I put up new videos, which is Mondays and Thursdays. And in the down bar below, besides my link to Instagram, I have all of my other social media sites, and I would love if you would go follow me on those. As I said in my last video, I do giveaways on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube all the time. So if you're not following me everywhere, you may miss out on some crucial information. Like I literally just had an Instagram giveaway a couple weeks ago, and I'm doing a YouTube giveaway right now. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So go check out some of my other videos. Make sure you're not missing anything that you shouldn't be. And if you have any other videos you'd like to see from me, please leave me a comment down below, or tweet me, or comment on Instagram so I know, and I will try and get those up for you. Also, leave me your Instagram handle down in a comment so I can go check out your page. I hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. It's Claudia. So as you can see by the title right down there, I'm going to be showing you what is on my iPhone 6S Plus, and that is a